like to introduce Dr. Wanda Ross Padilla. Dr. Cody Ross Padilla is an African-American female elder, mother and grandmother. She is currently researching and writing her 4th book, amazing, on understanding and offering a reconciliation type solution to the color line problem on our planet today. She is a certified intercultural and diversity trainer and facilitator. Dr. Ross Padilla has been a longtime partner with the Tree Center, and she and Nadine Tafoya have provided expert facilitation of our launching meeting, as well as an evening fireside chat with Roberto Chenet and Lucy Moore on 500 years of resiliency and healing as part of our racial justice series last summer and fall. Please join me as we welcome Dr. Ross Padilla.
Okay. First of all, I would like to offer thanks to my ancestors and to all of my teachers, all of my spiritual helpers, guides, gurus, the angelic kingdom. And also, I'm wearing yellow today because of the sundial imagery that I think Dr. Lisa has so thoughtfully made as a part of this presentation. I'm out here on our ranch. I'm looking at the sky, the trees. We're in the village of Tahike, which is an old Pueblo land, and I feel blessed to be out here. And I want to thank you for inviting me to do this important task, especially to my friend and colleague, Dr. Lisa Kakati Stone. Firstly, Lisa, you know I'm a woo-woo. I unapologetically urge all of you not to poo-poo the woo-woo. I've said that in my last talk. Despite all the negatives going on this planet, I will bring you a message of joy and optimism. I just have something to say before I get into that. One of my favorite nuns opened a conference talk with this statement: when we all leave this world and go to the pearly gates, St. Peter's going to ask you, and she was so serious. She said, "Did you have a good time?" And I thought that was such a profound statement. So, and another statement, you've never seen a U-Haul truck driving behind a hearse, have you? The Egyptians tried it. All they got was getting robbed. So I'm urging all of you with this important work you're doing to make your time on this earth, use your inner wisdom to make this planet a better place. You have the wisdom to solve the challenges of racial justice. It's in you. Let it out now as you go about in your community and scholarly work. Now is the time. Spiritually, this circle is officially open. As I send out positive vibes, the light from the sun, I send out love to all of you. This circle is now officially open. I am officially a member of a new tribe. It's called a High Vibe Tribe. This tribe is all about celebrating the mind, body, emotional, and most important, the spiritual. This aids in better mental, behavior, and physical health. Yes, a portion of science has caught up with woo-woo. My daughter has dubbed me with my new brand name. She calls me Dr. Wanda Woo-Woo, which generally means unconventional beliefs or alternative medicine and treatments. As you go about your work, don't be afraid of being criticized or isolated. If you get it wrong in your research, just persist. According to the ancient ones, as I go about with this blessing, this is a new day on planet Earth. Humanity is in the midst of the greatest shift of energy, vibration, and consciousness we have ever experienced. Wisdom and sacred knowledge are flowing into our conscious awareness. We are receiving enlightenment in new and profound ways. People everywhere are beginning to see with new eyes and new ears. In other words, everything that was once hidden is coming up for cleansing, especially when it comes to the lack of social justice and health equity. You as scholars, researchers, community people, you must realize the awesome power you have to transform this planet. My time with you highlights the urgent need that as we seem to witness a chaotic world out of control, just crazy. It boils down to realizing the importance of knowing and doing your personal spiritual work. What I mean by this is, first of all, each of you are a spiritual being. You're having a human experience. You have heard about many ancient teachings. My study of the ancient teachings has answered this question we have asked at one time or another, all of us. Who am I? Why am I here? Why am I in this family? Oh my God, where did I come from? After many years of searching for purpose in my life, I have arrived at these answers. Simple, all is in divine order. There are no accidents. Neuroscientists are working on the brain today and its impact on behavior and other cognitive functions. 3 of the leaders in this field are my teachers, Dr. Greg Braden, Dr. Joe Dispenza. They're all working on the spirit-mind-body connection. My favorite teacher, of course, is a woman by the name of Louise Hay. And she has emphasized the fact is that the universe responds to our thoughts and feelings. So we must focus on the good with positive energy. Louise Hay and her book, How to Heal Your Body, the mental cause for physical illness and behavioral issues and problems. I hope that you will delve into these 3 teachers, Dr. Braden, Dr. Greg Braden, Dr. Joe Dispenza, and of course, Louise Hay. And these brilliant researchers are focusing on the power of neuroplasticity. That's the brain's ability to change and adapt. This is all over the internet. Science is catching up with the mystical and the ancient ones' teachings. My role today is to offer a blessing. A blessing means to invoke good upon with joy that comes from a higher source. That source I call God, Creator, universal energy, sometimes Jehovah, one time in my life, Allah. I want you to be on the cutting edge of these breakthroughs that were once poo-pooed by the intellectual masculine side of our brains. The feminine of intuition, revelations, and insight are breaking through. To be a part of this fictional thing, you must continue to study, to pray, to meditate. The most powerful insight is in the role of feelings and beliefs. As my teacher, Dr. Greg Braden, describes in his writings, the lost mode of prayer and prophecy. He's written a new book called Becoming Supernatural. It focuses on this with visualizations. The new book coming out now by Dr. David Hamilton is my favorite. Guess what the name of it is? Hey, listen to this, Dr. Lisa. The name of this book is Why Woo Woo Works. Dr. Hamilton is right on with my studies and research into the true nature of consciousness and presents cutting-edge research behind energy, healing, crystals, meditation, astrology, and even more. All this stuff I've been dealing with for decades. He offers surprising science behind meditation, Reiki, pranic healing. These 3 people are leading pioneers in the field of the mind-body connection. In his book, Dr. David has done a stellar job in gathering science and philosophy behind a range of seemingly woohoo subjects and shown that they are now true. That book is just coming out. You can probably get it on Amazon or the Hay House, but it's called Why Woo Woo Works. Meditation for psychological, physical, and spiritual healing has been the message of the mystics and the ancient ones for millennia. And I've been studying this stuff since I was in my 20s. Hey guys, I'm going on 78. I love it. My practice of meditation has given me such a quality of life for which I'm grateful. I don't take for granted. It's given me what was missing, clarity and understanding. I keep an attitude of gratitude. That's what you must do. You have such opportunities. And I do these 3 things, which I urge you to do. Continue to study, but don't forget to pray and meditate. Invest in your spirituality. You are a creator with this higher power. You create and are responsible for everything that comes into your life. All the people that you work with, the indigenous people, Black people, red people, white people. Each person is responsible for everything which comes into their life. When I finally got this through, after studying, praying, and meditating, My life has been basically joy-filled, even in the chaos that's happening today, starting in my 30s, even when I spent time in India. Your programs that you're working on must teach this to all who are open and receptive. Some are not, and they're ready to dive into this new fifth dimensional age, which we are in. I tell you, nothing will ever be the same. You probably picked up on that. How it works for you is up to you, and it's up to the people that we're trying to help. Just briefly, as an angry Black woman in my 20s, I was so confused about this color thing. Why is it that white folks seem to hate and fear people of color? Black people, brown people, red people, and yes, even yellow people. My research has led me to some surprising answers, but it makes sense to me. It has brought me a sense of peace, love, and compassion, also understanding. I had to go back to the motherland, Africa, to find out what happened eons ago for answers. Some people might call it pseudoscience, but my research and work are based on the work of Dr. Frances Cress Welsing, an African-American psychiatrist, not a psychologist, she's an MD. To get there and to find out how to do this, it still takes study, prayer, and meditation. She is one of the most outstanding and most courageous scholars who devoted her life to the pursuit of the explanation of the virtually inherent animosity most white people appear to have toward people of color. My book explores the keys to the colors. This understanding from her work and my research has brought me into the true feeling of love for all. She is my Shiro. We are all one. With this understanding of unity consciousness comes peace, justice, and reconciliation. And my daily practice of creating joy and being a member of the High Vibe Tribe. Check it out, it's online. And here's just a simple practice I want to leave with you to raise your vibrations. And so you can be a member of the High Vibe Tribe, which will put you into a universal flow of creative ideas that you're going to need to solve the challenges and insights as you go about your daily work. Step one, and let's just do this together. First of all, just take a deep breath in, hold it, let it go. One more, in, hold it, let it go. The breath is so important. Step two, I want you to recall a happy event in your life, feel and recreate that happy feeling. And when I go into this state, I think of my first time becoming a grandmother, holding my grandchild. Oh my God, I still feel the love, the joy. So I want you to go back and recall a happy event in your life. And just smile at your heart now. Step three, smile at your heart, touch your heart, send words of sweetness, gratitude, and peace to your heart. Just bask in those feelings right now as I offer you a few sincere words for this blessing and a personal affirmation. Keep those feelings. Be aware, a loving intelligence surrounds us, guides us, and directs us to experience our thoughts. Be aware that the still sacred voice is within you. Listen and be guided as you search for solutions. The affirmation, repeat it silently after me. I am aware of the power within me that guides and directs me to my highest and best. I am aware of the abundance, creativity, the joy and love that abounds all around me. I am grateful for this awareness. Last words, in searching for solutions to the perplexing challenges facing all of us on our sweet Mother Earth, the ancient Kabbalist, and yes, I've studied Kabbalah, teach us we can actually create miracles with kind words, kind thoughts, which leads to positive behavior. Dr. Joe Dispenza's new book, Becoming a Supernatural, is excellent. And so I offer this blessing. Remember, the blessing means to invoke good upon the joy that comes from the higher source, which I call creator. I am joyful because I have the intellectual understanding of white supremacy and the problems it brings. So in prayer, I asked for this understanding. It was through my meditation that I magnetized the answers my soul needed. I want you to be open and receptive to the so-called woo-woo, which is now rapidly becoming true-woo. Be open and receptive with an open mind, but don't be so open that your brains fall out now. I want you to study, pray, meditate. This is the hero and the shero's journey. Lastly, become a member of the high vibe tribe. You will be in good company, and do not poo-poo the woo-woo. God bless you. May you have a wonderful, wonderful sun-filled conference.
Thank you. Thank you, Wanda. Thank you, Dr. Ross Padilla. You are our Shiro, and thank you for raising our vibrations to remind us that we do have the power to generate good. And that's why we're here today. That's why we're here. It's the best blessing we could have. So thank you, everyone. Give Wanda a rod. Let's hold that thought.